Hello, I just checked. It's been 4 months since my last review, wherein I reviewed Shotgun Samurai. Today, I'm going to review a book by the Shotgun Samurai was by the Quaff. This book is by his greatest rival, his arch nemesis, Elasmat. This street champion Road Warrior Drake, which this came out a while ago. 2021 was when this first came out. He has a sequel now, and I'll put the link for it in the chat here. It should be in the description. I'll pin this for now. I think, is that pin it, or is that just stars it? I don't know if that stays up there. It's starred. I don't know what that means. Well, let me check on YouTube. Maybe I have to do it on YouTube instead of. There we go. It's not something for StreamYard. It's something to do on YouTube. Okay, so I'll start with Elasmat. He's one of my favorite YouTubers in the comics. Among the comics YouTubers I watch, he goes over a lot of past work and artists and history. And something he stresses is how comics are supposed to be fun. And I really appreciate that. As you can, so just look at the cover. It gives you an idea of the. This is the same art style that's throughout the comic. Let's see. Sure, it's one that's not too graphic. It's black and white, but has this really, really cool shading that I don't know if I've seen that in any other comics. I don't get too many comics, but most of the ones I grew up with were in color, from not even as made from DC, just mainly Marvel, and not even the superhero ones, mainly Transformers and G.I. Joe. But yeah, those are all color, and I really like the shading he does. It's kind of like the I don't know if it's like the size of penciling how he does it, but how it fades and whatnot. And so this may look kind of like based on the character and the style of the humans in it, looks kind of like aimed toward children, but this is not. Just like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's aimed towards adults. There are some there's a lot of violence throughout, and some scenes are pretty graphic. So, but you can kind of tell even just from the cover that this is not geared towards kids, that this is an adult comic. So Road Warrior Drake himself, he looks like a duck, but he is not a duck. I gotta stress that, because Elasmat, and I will refrain from saying that word anymore, because Elasmat does not allow that word on his videos. So I want to respect that. So, and he doesn't get into what Drake is in this issue. He alludes to it, so I won't spoil that much further. What I do really like about it is there's a lot of action in it throughout. It's whereas if I compare it to I'll compare it to some of my other let me just get this other screen ready here. Some of the other comics I've reviewed so far. So start with this is the page that I was supposed to link for Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake, the sequel to Street Champion. And here's my here's the document I've been using for the reviews so far. I put Shotgun Samurai and Wraith of God really high up, because for me it's more so the story that will appeal to me in a comic. A lot of people who work on comics, especially among the independent comics like the YouTube channels I view are artists, so I think for them they focus a lot more on the art, whereas like for me it's more of the story. And I've gone over these before. For Roadwarrior Drake, the story, I do like the pacing. It's a really good mix of like action and like progression, or keeping some mystery. So I think I will. Well, and the style, it's not the detailed style just like Shotgun Samurai was not detailed art style like the ones by that I've reviewed by Ethan Van Sciver and Aaron Lopresti. This is it really fits for its for the story. It's like really gives us like really gritty atmosphere, and that's like the type of the condition of the city. See, like even from the very opening page, and so it's not as like and it doesn't aim to be like precise and stuff. I'm thinking now again. I do grade on the curve, and as I remember my thoughts on comics, I can move them up and down over time. I think I'm going to give it a B-, and Elasmat has said Super Road Warrior looks like it's all one word on the title. He has like listen to reviews. He takes people's advice and their critiques and applies them. I have already received the PDF for the follow-up book, the was it Be Citizen Road Warrior Drake. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm waiting. I think I'll probably end up waiting for the hard copy. So with the art, let me see if I can find some examples. As I recall, as I was reading it, a lot of it felt like close-ups in the same angle, I will say. So a lot of these are the same kind of like face on, or like just a part turn. Here you go, a profile shot. But these ones are all kind of like at the same angle. A lot of this is like the same but reversed. That's kind of a violent scene. I don't know if I should have showed that one yet. Like there's some more examples like that here. So I think, and maybe Elasmat has done this in the next one. I think he could expand on, just like on the point of view of his shots. Like here again, it's more of them just like a lot of them are like face on, or like the quote camera is facing right on the characters. And then there's some really good like action though. Just like with the quaff, how for Shotgun Samurai, I praised how the action played out and how it was easy to follow. I thought for the most part the same with this book. I do remember a few times where that wasn't the case, and it's kind of having to try to figure it out. But again, it's been a while since I've read the book, so yeah. And a lot of, pretty much like all of the shots are kind of at eye level. This is a good one where it's like more so like looking up towards Drake. So I would like to see Elasmat in the future have more variety in like some overhead shots. A lot of them are like close-ups of a lot of people kind of crammed in together. Like if he would, I think it'd be a good idea to, like, here's even a couple more where it's like really close up and they're kind of crammed in. If you take some more, like, yeah, here's another example. It's like a lot of people all kind of like real close up and crammed. This is a better one where it's like a little further out, but then it's like everyone is like again, it's like that same angle of the just slightly off profile. So that would be my, I think my main advice to a Lasmat is to keep working on just like camera angles, and try to expand on the types of shots and the scenery. And I don't know if that would be considered cinematography, but for this first book, I really did enjoy it. I did I do put it behind like Cyberfrog 2 and Wraith of God 2, because I do like the art for what it is. These ones did have, I think, better art, and the stories were a little more, as I recall, like complex. But for a first book, like this I thought did a great job of displaying just what Drake's about, the type of situations he's in, and as the story goes, I think in the follow-ups, it's going to go more deeper into the lore, and I think they'll keep improving. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I highly recommend Street Champion Roadwarrior Drake. And thanks you for watching. Please check out my other videos, like this one, and subscribe and share and all of that. And have a good one.